Uh, Another video, we are just, the book of Genesis is what we call the foundation book or the planting book. This is where it all begins. I want to read Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. It says, "And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." Now, I want you to look at this. He says, let us make man in our own image and likeness. Now, I have seen Jehovah's Witness, I have seen this Watchtower, I have seen the Seventh Day. In their books, they draw God and God looks like an old man with a white beard, judgment seat, and they say that's how God looks because they believe God looks like you and me. That's what they believe. But when we want to find out, because there are two things here people don't understand. If you read Genesis 2, it said, let us make man in our own image and likeness. What is the image of God? That's what we should be finding out. Jesus in the book of John 4:24 says the time will come, and the time has come, when the true worshippers shall worship God in truth and spirit, because our God is spirit. Jesus is telling us that God is spirit. So to worship him, you must worship him in truth and spirit. So when Genesis says, let us make man in our own likeness, the God is spirit. So the first creation was spiritual. Why am I saying this? I want to prove this by the Bible. Why am I saying this? The first Adam who was created, he was spiritual. He was not physical the way you are seeing like this. Because there are two things in the Bible you need to understand. There is creation and there is formation or form or formed. There is to create and to form. Now, when you create, you bring into existence something that is not there. Like there is a lame person who has no food, and you command, say, you shall receive your food, and he received. You have created. Like the earth was created from nothing by God. The suns, the solar system. Are you seeing? But I was saying that to create is to bring into existence something that is not there. Like Adam was brought into the trees. God created. In the book of Genesis, he created. But when we go to Genesis 2, we want to get another word so that we understand how you and me came into being. But we have agreed that God is a spirit, and them that worship him should worship him in truth and spirit. So the first man to be created was of spiritual being. Now the second, where did we get these bodies we're having? This one, because Paul says in the book of Corinthians that when this house is broken, we shall find another one, which is not made by flesh and blood. It's called a celestial body. We enter into another. So whoever is speaking to you is not the bishop. This body, this is what you are seeing, is not me. Me is the one speaking now. Because once this house is broken and it is taken back to the dust where it came from, I'll get another body if I did well before the Lord. If Genesis 2, after God created Adam in his own likeness, in spirit form, he had to do something. Because we want to look at Genesis and see what it says. Genesis 2:4, it says, these are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. There was not a man to till the ground. Are you getting me? But Adam had been created. A spirit, Adam was already there. But there was no man to till the ground. That's Genesis 2. But there went upon a mist from the east, from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And the Lord God put a curtain eastward. Now, in Genesis 2:7, now God is forming this, what we are seeing, the head and everything, from the dust of the ground. It's like a potter. When you look at the Bible in a book of Ezekiel, all those prophets say, at the potter's house, it is what happened in the Garden of Eden. Now, creation, you bring into existence something that is not there. Forming, you bring into existence something using what has been created. Like we create tables, we form tables from wood that was created. We make aeroplanes from iron that was created and hid in the ground. You understand that? Now, after God had created Adam in his own likeness, and God is a spirit and created Adam in spirit form, he had to form Adam, give him his body, give him the hands and everything to enable him rule the world using his brain, everything. He had to give him a body to make him survive and live and walk on earth. You understand that? So you need to know what happened. The first man we have seen in our lesson today to be created was Adam in spirit form. The like God is a spirit. And in Genesis 2:7 we have seen that he formed this body from the dust. That's why when you die, the body goes to the dust. A human being is in three parts. We have the body, the spirit of life, this one that is speaking to you, and the soul, where decisions come from. You are in three parts. You have the body with this one. You have the spirit, the one that I'm using to speak to you, and you have the soul. In the soul, there are two things. You either have faith in God or doubt. There are just two things. There is no in between. When I hear Billy Gates and the others and the rich men say, I don't believe in any God, it's automatic. You believe you belong to Satan, because you cannot not belong in between. The book of Revelation says you are either cold or hot. There's no lukewarm in this world. There is no in between. You either belong to God or you belong to Satan. And it is found in the soul. The decision is inside your soul. The soul has two virtues inside you. The body has five senses. This body, see, spirit, touch, and the spirit of life has also five senses. We shall be discussing that in our next video. I will be naming the five senses of the spirit, the five senses of the body, the two senses of the soul. So you either have faith in God through his revealed word, or you have doubt. Anybody that is living under the law without grace, he belongs to Satan. I don't care what religion you subscribe to, because the Bible is very clear. They shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free, and you'll be free indeed. So if you have a religion that cannot explain everything indeed the way we are explaining like this, you belong to Satan. You need to know that. Do not allow anybody to cheat you around. Oh, when you die, so and so will cut this piece, so and so will stand advocate for you. There is no advocate for you. It is your way of living that will take you wherever you will go. We shall be talking more. Our next video will be discussing on who is Jesus Christ according to the Bible. And we shall pick it from here. God bless you so much.